Hey YouTube, this is Jolanda coming at you again with a video, and this one is about being an introvert. I am an introvert, and this is another one of those things that I just like, being depressed, I never really realized that I was an introvert until I began to study personalities and take the Myers-Briggs exam and study psychology in grad school. So then the light bulb started to go off for me, and I realized that I was indeed an introvert, and I was probably much more introverted when I was younger than I am now. I've taken the test again in recent years, and it seems like I'm moving more toward the middle in terms of being between an introvert and an extrovert. But essentially, how I like to describe introversion is I get my energy from spending time by myself, from thinking alone and pondering things, whereas extroverts get their energy from being out and around people, and they really drive from that external stimuli, versus introverts. And how I feel is I do get my energy from my internal dialogue, of recharging my battery, so to speak. And one thing I think that people might get misconstrued is they think that because you're an introvert that maybe you don't like people, or they're surprised when I get out and I'm around people that I know and enjoy their company, and I've had sufficient time to recharge my battery. I can be very gregarious, I can be funny, I laugh and joke and just have a great time. But there's also, after that's done, I need to pull back, recharge my battery for the next time. If I'm expected to be on and engaging with people over long periods of time, I require some time to recharge my battery and really prepare myself for that. I don't do well talking off the top of my head or being put on the spot under any circumstances. And that's one of the things I really love about extroverts, is that any of you all that are extroverts, anytime anybody asks a question or calls on you and says, hey, could you tell us a little bit about X, Y, or Z? You always jump up and you always have so much to say. And I'm like, how do they do that? I wish I was able to do that. I'm over there, they're letting me know I have to say something at the staff meeting, and I'm making talking points before the meeting, because I have to have something there that I can refer to. And I think part of it is I have so many things going on in my mind. It's a way for me to organize my thoughts so that I can present them in a way that's clear and concise, right? I'm also shy, and people would say, Jolanda, you are not shy. There is no way you're shy. I'm very shy. And if you've ever met me for the first time in recent years, or, where you have enough time, it's been recent enough where you can remember, you might have thought that I was a little bit reserved, a little bit standoffish, but I really am quite shy still. I've always been shy. I have to push out of my comfort zone in order to operate and be in the world in a way that's professional, and in a way that is continuing to that I continue to exhibit growth. But by nature, I'm quite shy, introverted, and reserved. So anyhow, that's just my little take on introverts versus extroverts. There's so much more that can be said, but just a little teaser there in terms of introversion versus extroversion. I think it's really fascinating. I think there's I admire extroverts. I admire their energy and their spirit and how they get so much from other people. And I'm baffled by it. I'm sure they're probably baffled by why us introverts need time by ourselves to recharge our battery, to really think things over and all that kind of stuff. But we do. And I think we're all better for it. God made so many different people because we need to complement each other. And so I am just excited about my journey in life, and I'm really pushing outside of my comfort zone, even as an introvert, and exploring things like the Avon opportunity, and pushing against my comfort zone in terms of meeting new people and sharing a particular products with them and stuff. I'm really having to stretch. And I think life is all about stretching and growing. So if there's some things that you want to develop about yourself and you want to explore, go for it. Take the leap. Have courage. Just do it, like Nike says, because I think you'll really be surprised at what you're able to accomplish if you are just brave. So let's just continue to do that for each other and continue to encourage each other. And until next time, stay tuned and stay positive.